38, Joseph Manella, he asked me to put Aerosmith, Night in the Ruts versus, right here, Joe Perry Project, Let the Music Do the Talking. The people at the Almost Human Laboratory, they couldn't get the album version, but they did it so it can look like a CD. But they told me to kiss my ass that they're not going to do that ever again. And Joseph Manella wants me to put Rockin' a Hard Place versus this, I Got the Rock and Roll Again, the second Joe Perry Project album, and they said they're not doing it. I need them. I mean, this shit's badass. Look, it looks like a CD. It's amazing AI. Those guys are geniuses. Alright, well, a guy, it was like 4 guys and a guy that was a guy last week, but he's transitioning, you know? He came in, shaved off his beard, cut off his pecker. I mean, he's dedicated. That's who I want working for me, a dedicated people like that. He said last week, he woke up, he said, man, I'm a chick. And then he went and had his pecker cut off. Dedication, my boy. All right, so here we go. All right, I know a lot of people like that. I'm not a fan of this shit. It's got some good songs, but I'll tell you right now from the start. So I'm going to tell you something that I don't think anybody agrees with me on this one. Anybody. All right? So it's no surprise from Aerosmith versus Let the Music Do the Talking by Joe Perry Project. I'm going to tell you this right now. I haven't met one. If you agree with me, leave a comment below because I think I'm alone on this one. Aerosmith on Done with Mirrors did a better version. I don't think anybody agrees with me. Everybody thinks that version's better. I don't know why. I like what Steven Tyler did with the vocal structure. You know, I think it's a better tune when Aerosmith did it. But I know, I'm the only one. I'm the only one that thinks that. I'm giving it to No Surprise. Next, Chiquita versus Conflict of Interest. Conflict of Interest is rocking, but I'm going with Chiquita. Oh, Chiquita. Whoa, whoa, Chiquita. Ba-na-na-na. Yeah, I remember y'all like when I go off on little stories. I remember it was like 1984 or 3. Yeah, around there. Night Flight, the USA Network. They showed a video for Chiquita. I didn't know it existed. Later on, I found out there's also a video for No Surprise, but I was like, holy shit. They did a video for Chiquita. Awesome. And No Surprise, even better. But I'm giving that to Chiquita. Next. Remember Walking in the Sand versus Discount Dogs. Love Discount Dogs. I think that's a killer song off the album. But no, I'm giving it to that cover. I love Walking in the Sand. I remember when they used to play that on the radio when that album was new. All right, next. Cheesecake versus Shooting Star. Cheesecake. Easily. Daddy, do it. Ooh, driving me crazy. All right. Hey, let's pick a random album and let's go right here. Right here. All right. This episode is being brought to you by Joseph Manella. And, hey, I pulled out 2 albums. Now, this one I like a lot. Perfect Strangers, I thought was great. Then they followed it up with this one that I don't think is that great. I love Bad Attitude. I think that song rules. But it's not a good album. This is a good album. And those are my random picks, man. All right. Let's continue this. Woo! 3 Mile Smile versus Break Song. Break Song is pretty good. Joe's ripping on it. It's a cool instrumental. But 3 Mile Smile wins. Aerosmith has gotten everything. Will Joe Perry Project get anything? Let's find out. All right, next. Reefer-Headed Woman versus Rockin' Train. Rocket Train is cool. I can hear Aerosmith doing Rocket Train. It sounds like a total Aerosmith song. Reefer-Headed Woman wins. And I'm not a fan of the blues. I'm not. You know, the only blues songs I like is Reefer-Headed Woman and Can't Hold On by Chief Trick. Can't Hold On by Chief Trick is the greatest blues song ever. But I'm not a blues fan, so there you go. But yeah, I'm giving it to Aerosmith. Next. Bone to Bone, Coney Island Fishboy versus The Mist is Rising. Not even close. Definitely Aerosmith on that one. Probably is it my favorite song off Night in the Ruts? Ooh, it's between that and No Surprise. Let me think about it. I'll get back to you in 2029. All right. All right, next. Think About It, which is a Yardbirds cover, going against Ready on the Firing Line. This song's okay, but I'm giving that to Aerosmith. Now the last song. Will Joe Perry at least get one? Let's find out. The last song, Mia. Gorgeous little ballad that Stephen wrote about his daughter at the time. Going against Life at a Glance. Life at a Glance is awesome. Best song on here. Loved it. And I'm giving it to that song. So there you go, Joseph Manella. There's a final score. There you go, buddy. You got another Aerosmith one coming up. I'll do it tomorrow and have it up probably the day after you're watching this. It'll be up tomorrow, maybe. If not, 2-3 days. No longer than 3 days. You know, maybe Kiss Wednesday or Black Sabbath Sunday will interrupt it. So yeah, maybe 2 days. Why am I talking such gibberish? It's coming, man. Anyway, thank you so much, Joseph. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring the little notification bell and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Night in the Ruts. What a great album. And Schmack 'em a gob.